Hello and welcome back to part 2 of our Up into North SOVL run. We have our filthy unwashed northern masses to now careen our way through Act 2. I asked and I have received some excellent names for our unit, so we'll start going through. Now we've already got, of course, Mumbo in the team, so almost a no-brainer for the second one. Poor Dreadfist here, stuck down at 1 wound, shall be named Jumbo. There we go, Mumbo Jumbo. Briefly, when I heard that, I thought of Mojo Jojo and thought I was having a Powerpuff Girls flashback, but no, it's just Mumbo Jumbo. The dogs, we have some options. I think I'll go with the larger pack here. Going to be renamed to this. They're Malamutes. They're akin to Siberian Huskies. They're kind of winter dogs that are, big and fluffy. Big dogs are fantastic. They're much better than the smaller breeds. So very happy to have our Malamutes on board. The blenderific Northmen axes shall be. Yeah, they're Blend Tech Berserkers. Will it blend? Yes, in fact it will. For anyone a fan of old YouTube, they're not even at their final stage yet. They'll become far more potent as the game progresses, but already not bad. And then for our characters, the original one here. Hanna Barbariana. Now, I don't really know what that's a reference to. It can either be a reference to Hanna Barbarian, who I believe was a children's cartoon creator, or it's Barbarian Hannah Montana. I really could go either way, but I thought it sounded nice, so I'll slot that in. So that leaves us with, there's another pack of dogs we can name, and then there is a secondary pack leader as well as his cavalry hanging around, plus whatever we buy. So still more up for grabs if you're interested. Right, Act 2. So here's again, move left to right through our stopping points. We'll probably want to arrive here before the boss, because healing there is a very, very good idea. It's also nice because it's after an elite, so we can get all of our gold, do a big buy, heal to full strength, and then go for the boss. So up north, and yet there's a good bit of variety here. Some fights, some random events, and then elites and camps. So I think that's a very good. Makes perfect sense, doesn't it? It's all northern all the time. SOVL is directly rewarding us for sticking to the theme. Stretch the units out for combat proficiency purposes, otherwise we're good to go. Oh, fellow northerners. Okay, Newcastle and York are having a bit of disagreement, are they? So for our speed, I guess cavalry on the flanks makes sense. We could use the weaker unit as a distraction piece. Now realistically with Jumbo here, if I take 1 wound, I heal 1 wound back anyway, so it's going to be rather difficult to somehow keep any wounds off of them. But it's worth a try. Maybe I can just run around with the javelins and pester enemies constantly. This is annoying because we can't really move through terrain quickly, so we'll have to do this instead. The dogs can just be here to distract. I should probably do that. Let's do it the other way around. This unit is considerably more valuable in terms of damage output, so it's not a huge difference, but I like our little Mamalutes want to survive. So like us, this is all fast stuff apart from the silly Northman axe units in the centre. I'm forced to go first, which is a bit of a shame. I just buy time with this unit then. Good, we know where they've arrived. I could immediately flank and hit them, but that's obviously an insane risk when I have 1 wound. They could easily kill me. I might instead be able to... Oh, I can't quite flank them. They're a bit too fast. I can get to there and possibly flank them next turn. It's worth a try. I'll just have these dogs distract them for the time being. Don't want to engage yet. And then over here. So these hounds are going to come leaping forward. We need to wait for them to move to kind of flummox them. So I guess we'll start over here and just wait. This kind of positions is a bit awkward, to be honest. Okay. I have 2 units left, apparently. These 2. So what I'll do is I'll use one of these and just run away from these as fast as possible. In fact, I might be able to catch... Ah, no, the tree. That insipid tree line is going to stop me from flanking the axemen. As many javelin rounds as we can get into the hounds, the better. They're incredibly fragile with only 1 wound each, so we can pick off basically their entire unit very quickly. Over here. Here they come. But what will inevitably happen is this unit will move forward. I might be able to hide. It depends who they aggro onto. I'm very lucky they may allow me to kind of hide in here and get away from them. If not, I can just flee this unit and then turn around and have someone else kill them for me. They did. I thought so. The AI dim-wittedly just stepped forward and gave me the flank. Much of SOVL is about just abusing the AI's, let's say, interesting decision-making process. These will come forward, which makes this flank a little bit more difficult. So again, I'll just buy time here. Okay, I'll move the dogs. Don't want to fight this. So this will be flanked in theory this turn. Depends where the axemen arrive and whether or not I can pull it off. Probably not, actually. It's going to get quite tight here in a second. Yeah, these two will step forward, which makes this a bit of a nightmare. What I could do is intentionally throw this pack leader forward and then retreat when it's my turn. I need a little bit more distance, but I think I can get far enough away to withdraw safely. To retreat, you must be able to exceed the range of their charge arc with your radius. So yeah, we have enough movement to get away from them there. So if they do charge, it's fine, we can ignore them. But if I'm going to do that, I might as well throw my javelins first. It's long range, but it's okay. Pack tactics the pack. Start making our way this way. Okay, good. These have all moved now, so I can start moving without... And I can ignore them and get to my flank. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Have that one dealt with. I don't need to double pack tactics by how amusing it is. And Mumbo, you would like to come around and start hitting this, but it doesn't seem the game will let me. The woods may be slowing me down just enough. No, it's not happening this turn, but potentially next turn. Now with superior skill and pack tactics, this should be nice and easy. Hey, 10 of 10 hits, well done. Are still squishy little hounds, so we do take some casualties back. But that's a good win. Be concerned as we can intercept. Fortunately, the Northmen have no shooting whatsoever, just like us. We're reliant on beating things to death in close combat. So here, again, I'll use the same trick. I'm going to flee away with Jumbo and Hannah here. So we'll get to there, and I think I have enough distance to escape. Yeah, I should be able to easily exceed them, so I'm okay. As they'll waste their time chasing me around, I can then flank them with the dogs momentarily. I can't quite escape. Well, I can actually. I can get all the way out the vision radius if I do this and then turn next turn to hit them. Give myself more wiggle room to make it easier, like so. Okay, we could fight the axeman, but I'd question why. Pack tactics has already been applied, so there's no need to do anything else. Interesting. These dogs are after you. Well, that's perfect for us because we can do this. 40% dead already. These dogs have rallied. We don't want them coming back, so let's get rid of them now. Last but not least, the axemen. The blend techs will defeat that. They're just a flatly superior version of the same unit, but we take a bunch of casualties. So if we have to, after a couple turns of shuffling, we can take the direct battle, but just waiting a few turns will almost certainly offer more advantageous charge later. Still only skill 3, we'll improve that later. Yeah, we should win this fairly easily. Something I hadn't considered, this unit may now be the closest target, so they'll charge these instead of us, which is fine. Somebody will eventually flank them. No, we got the one we wanted, good. Flee, flee for your lives. And then, oh, I could charge this and kill them, or I could just shoot them a couple more turns. I mean, I don't take that much damage theoretically, so and I heal 1 for free, so yeah, let's just kill them now. I could flank this immediately, but I'd rather get a rear charge in a second. Now we get that, and then when we recharge them, they're forced off the field. Don't know what your intent is. Let's rally. Jumbo and Hannah back in action. And then this unit seems to have locked onto you, curiously. So, ordinarily, I'd say the pack leader and the horseman would be the better option to recharge the enemy horseman with. But because we're going to be dragging this unit around, I'm happier to bully them with the Mamelutes, like so. You'll deal with that, and then you'll just lead them by the nose, come around out the terrain. I have pack tactics who'd want it here or here. I mean, realistically, I'm going to have to heal this anyway, so shall I just... What do I get? 8 attacks, hitting 2/3 of the time, so 5.666 hits recurring, and I'm power 5, defense 3. They have a 5 up save, so yeah, they should all be dead, so I'll just use it down here. Mumbo can, if you're very unlucky, get a skewed roll where he just doesn't hit very well at all and the whole thing is ruined. There's also the fact that this Axeman unit is going just flatly the wrong way, so I can sort of just come up here and flank them. In fact, I will, because I'm 2 wounds, those 3 attacks have very little chance to do anything at all. Yeah, they're all dead. Oh, it was a good hit roll to start. Mumbo didn't need any help. Takes 1 wound, which we heal for free, so perfect. A strategically minded Hound decides to leave. Intercept this now, and this one. We have 2 uses of pack tactics for both of these combats, which is excellent. Will never allow this unit to catch me. Ooh. Long range, so be it. Okay, curse standard. 3 attacks apiece. Could have even more if I stretched the unit, but I didn't want to. And in case they rally, I'll put you here to recharge them. Something to be aware of, that the unit obviously will change its positioning. If I do this, I may very well miss them when they turn around and reorient if they hold, so let's just back off a touch. And do that. There, that's more likely. There we go. One of these. Reroll all your hits. Then your turn. For this one. Mamelutes have pack tactics, of course. I don't know what the hunting instincts of Mamelutes are. I don't think they're quite as vicious as Huskies. Pause, but we reroll. There you go, 5 to 9 is decent. Do nicely. Dogs beat horses. I have superior skill with all the attacks. Will it blend? Oh yeah. The only thing we lack is a bit of power. Still getting 3 up saves. We can improve that. Get Banners of Fury in a moment. Okay, well I don't really need to take any of these fights because I just take damage, so I'll do that next turn and shoot these to death. You're going to get mammoth. It's the inverse of history, where we're the ones doing the javelin. Hey, rally. Good show. Extra skill on the mammoths is also an extra bonus because we would benefit from having better hit rolls with these javelin throws. I don't really need to do anything else. Wobble them. Thursday night outside Weatherspoons. Bunch of Northerners bashing each other's heads in. Their mates cheering them on from the sidelines, but not actually willing to get involved in the fight. Making 3 up saves. It's rather indignant. And if the battle is still somehow going, the Mamelutes will finish them for us. guess we can position this to rear charge them if they annoyingly hold on. Freeze. Rerolling. 17 of 18. Just get that save down. They're already routing this turn, so yes, I could charge the Mamelutes in, but I'm just going to speed things up and skip. We've already won. Skip the rest. Slow road to recovery for poor Jumbo. Let's press the correct button this time. Jumbo's leveled. Gets that extra skill I was talking about, which is quite nice yet. Just makes them more effective. With a low number of attacks, hitting accurately is a big deal, so that's quite nice. Heal, please. There we go. 5 of 8. Actually, it's a unit, again, I can use somewhat reliably. The Horseman of 6 of 7 is okay. Adding 1 to the back isn't really worth a lot, so we'll take the gold. Everyone who's full HP takes gold anyway. Do I want the extra Hound in exchange for the cash? Yes, I think I'm okay for money. Dogs are good. We need more dogs. Shall I commit to just stretching this unit out now and going max damage, or shall I just accept that realistically they're doing enough anyway, so having some tighter footprint for flanking purposes is better? I'll leave them like that. We're not exactly desperate for those extra attacks. Beastmaster, a collection of fierce beasts, giants, eagle or triceratops. Now in a usual campaign this is an excellent random event to encounter because those are very cheap versions of super potent monsters. I won't take them. I suppose the giant could be argued to be a stereotypical northerner, about the same intelligence, but no, they're not truly on theme, so we'll leave them on the table. And encounter an army that has slightly better personal hygiene than ours, a beast herd. Okie dokie. Again, there will be a little bit of shooting this turn, unlike the last one, but not a lot. Subwell's being quite kind to us. We're not having to deal with being peppered from afar. The mammoths will take up the centre to hit things. There's not a lot of room here, it must be said. Kind of awkward. Oh, that's it. There's a single unit of skirmishers over there. Okay. The other one's here. Now, ideally, they'll shoot one of the mammoths and not the hounds, as they'll take a lot of damage quickly. But I can't guarantee who the target is. Also quite short range, so they're less of a threat. I'm going to pass and let them make some moves. Packed all of their inventory a mile away, so let's ignore those. The skirmishers will shoot. If they have to shoot something, we would much rather it be the horsemen, so we'll just let them hit us. At least make it a long-range shot, not a short-range one. We can't flank them, so just take the front charge. That'll protect our dogs to some extent. I might be able to get there to hit them. No, I'm pretty slow. Next turn I can catch them, though. I'd rather do some... Let's just go forward this way. Make sure we aren't flanked. Chariots, that's less of a concern. We could flank it immediately, kill it, and then withdraw when these try charging us later. What I'd like to do first and foremost is prevent them from charging, which is a little bit tricky. There's no easy way to do so. I'll move the dogs because I can get them further away from harm. While still being in charge range, of course, so I can clearly reach it. Nothing's going to stop us. Okay, well this chariot's been flanked, so they've effectively given me the flank on that one. That was a lot easier than it could have been. Just come forward. This will result in us being shot by those, but if anything was shot, we'd want it to be the big tough mammoth, so that's okay. I'm not going to get to short range, it's not worth it. Okay, we're 60% of the way there already. That was a bit excessive. Here comes the volley. They hit quite well. Wow, 8 of 8 3-up saves. Iron hard horsemen. They'll come forward and shoot this, so we need the dogs to help. This will be dead, so the dogs can move around this way to flank that momentarily. Oh no, they're still after my Mamelutes. How dare you? Oh, and they take a bunch of damage. Kind of hurts for the numbers against the chariot, but I think we can still kill it. Oh, haven't finished you yet. So this is charged, this is charged. I could just engage that immediately, but annoyingly it's... I'm going to run forward and then run around because I've only got 2 uses of Pack Master and I want to use it here. I could just shoot and kill this, and if it dies, I needn't worry. Do I really need help? This is the one with Hannah on it, so I think I can trust her to kill a 2-wound chariot. So I could take these 3 charges and use it here and here. Seems rather sensible to me. I want intercept, intercept. And the mammoth can fight the warriors. This can't use Packmasters due to being a direct charge, but we can help all of these. So once this is dead, we'll of course run away. Let's do this first. Pack tactics. That's irrelevant. And then here another pack tactics for you. And options here. So in case they hold, I think I'll use... which one? I can use either of these, and the other one is going to start making their way this way. I think you'll make your way this way. And the Hounds can take up position to flank the warriors if they're still there. 4s, 6 hits. Is full house, great. Dead. And there's 1 or 2 more here. I intend to heal the unit anyway at this point, so don't worry. They'll try and charge me and I'll flee to save them. Jumbo's already done it. This is all irrelevant. Oh, sorry, Hannah did it. Ah, I don't want you taking wounds sucks. I don't want you to sustain any damage. Stamped on. I rolled a 1. They have just enough power to be annoying. They are broken. No assistance here, so it's just pure numbers. Don't do amazingly well. Follow-up actions. We need to deal with the Mongol skirmishers quickly. This is a fleet. I'd love for someone... I'd rather... Actually, the Northmen axes are a good target to be shot at because of our insane number of wounds. Everyone else is kind of taking unnecessary damage. I could just charge this again and get rid of them. Yeah, it's sensible. And it can help here. Good. That was an accident, but I'm not upset. They're stuck behind their allies. They move the wrong unit first. Now I can move Jumbo and Hannah to safety. Sort of by getting behind the terrain here. And then they'll probably shoot the poor Hounds and I'll just have to heal them to somewhat full next turn. Can't javelin anything. Tactics this one. Oh, yeah, that's... Wow, good save. And because of their positioning there, I can now kill them with the axeman. I'm happy to take a straight fight. Can I get to the flank? So with any other unit, this wouldn't count as a flank charge because they would simply intercept you. But with ranged units, the AI will just insistently never declare a counter charge. They'll just accept being flanked. It's not part of its programming, so yeah. Flank for free. That's it, fine. You can leave the field, Mamelukes. You've done your part. Well done. Ow. Okay, would have liked you to have passed one of those. That's quite a lot of damage to take against the unit of skirmishers. Mumbo slowly but surely escorts the Goatman warriors off the field. Eliminate their range capacity. I could do that again or have someone else do it and then you can come around. I think the Hounds would actually be a better bet. They have less power, but they have a lot more attacks and better skills, so their probably net damage is superior. Start doing these. These will be dead, at which point we run away. I don't need this now. We'll save that for later when I inevitably fight these. Although if I intend to flee, it's going to take quite a few turns to us to rally back around, so I think I will use it now. Slaughter them and then get away. Oh, this is concerning. So if they charge my unit from 2 angles at once, we're not allowed to flee. So I'll have to intercept at least one of these. Which presumably will be this one, as I have no option to intercept this. Have a look at our unit. No, I think they seem to both be in the flank, so they can only pick a fight with one of them. So if I don't have to take this charge, I won't, as it represents unnecessary potential counter damage. Dogs will handle this one for me, and everyone else make our way over here. Should have javelin that unit before I went kind of Tokyo drift them. I've already packed tactics, that's okay. The brave little Mamelutes are back in action. I do like how you hear the music stuttering whenever we roll a bunch of dice. I think SOVL is actually struggling to compute it. That isn't an editing or an issue on your end, I'm hearing it as well. The music kind of stops there because it can't handle it all. We're going to flee. I could countercharge and just kill them, but I might as well leave them at full strength. And they can't do it with the other unit because they've engaged on that one facing already. Annoyingly, they caught me a second time. I was hoping to still be there. We rally. Well, in that case, my hounds can admirably serve their role again by getting in the way and distracting them. They'll try and charge me, I'll flee, and then I can pull them away. Copeland Warrior Brick is destined to be javelined. Around behind them, force them to make an ugly decision. And then you flank around this way. Oh, I'd like to hit those skirmishes if I had the choice. Maybe I should have used the Mamelutes for that instead. Can't quite reach them this turn. 14.5, it's close. That may give it to me. Depends how kind SOVL's feeling. It's somewhat touching. We'll charge and blender the Mongol pack later. This one can be the focus of our shooting attentions. Oh, the pack tactics is completely irrelevant if you roll 10 of 10 on the first roll. The Northmen Packleader really does change the viability of those hounds. Ordinarily they're quite hit and miss. They can do a fair chunk of damage, but it's not guaranteed. So they're going to flee. Still kind of a bit awkward. I want to get around them. Oh, okay, you've gotten a bit close. I think we're fast enough to go straight forward and escape. Thunk. This is jumbo speed. Could even charge them this turn were I so inclined. Yeah, because they've gotten so close to me, it's kind of annoying to peel away. Can escape at least. Somebody will eventually get behind you. So I just take this charge now. This unit is close enough to full HP and I can pack tactics to break it. Secondary pack leader finishes the job. Everyone else is just there to help. Charges. Yeah, I'll do this now. Board waiting. Have the Mongol pack remain on my axemen? No, they've made a somewhat awkward decision. Giving me the rear charge for free. Okay. Don't really need to do anything else. Help Mumbo out. Come over here and shoot this one a bit. I suppose what I should have done is left someone there in reserve just in case that combat doesn't go our way. Now kind of hard to get there. Oh, there's hounds right here. We're safe. Can't remember if I applied this. I think I did, but never mind. And they're back again. Your courage will be remembered. Beloved Mamelutes. 2 hits is actually 6. Pack, oh, thank you. Inconsistent. Imagine it's a chariot but on 4 woolly legs. Hang on. They're already routing. I will play this one. I just want to see how much damage I can do. I don't have curse standard anymore, but I can still apply the buff. Sorry, one of these two. Against defense 4 stuff, it's kind of awkward because we're only power 3. The loss of the 2 hand weapons gives us the attack, but we lose any power bonus. It's So this is more of a small thing blender. Oh, 1-1. So they would have held and started killing us, but we knew they were routing this turn, so I was happy to go for it. I think that unit represents the running gag with Blendtech, where they always wanted them to blender a crowbar. No, we're not putting a crowbar into the blender. Please stop asking. Again, Jumbo needs to heal. Basically, he is full HP. Excellent. The horsemen are down to 5, but with the pack leader in tow, they're a unit of 6, and with cavalry, 6 across is perfect as you get your maximum number of attacks. Any extras are kind of ablative wounds at the back, which will be useful later when I get the unit size up. But for now, at this stage of the campaign, the superior maneuverability in getting around and flanking things is more useful. So I'll just take the gold. Gold, the hounds leveled. More of them, replenishment or discipline, which is take more of them. Always could use more Mamelutes. And then the other hounds also leveled. Still no extra unit size, so just have to take some cash. And Bambo. More attacks, no brainer. Kind of hoping for veteran skill to eventually pop up, because that will help out a lot, but we'll make do for now. We obviously need to heal here. 6 is okay. And then gold. 486 is pretty good at this stage of the campaign. The only one of those units I can buy is the Hounds. I'm not going to use Abyssal Chariots or Warriors, so more packs for our pack leader. I think I only get 1 level for free, so between these two I'll take the random stat as it's fun and has the potential for some really good outcomes. Skill, alright. So we'll eventually get veteran skill as well, and there'll be skill 5 Hounds. That's cute. 257 gold left over for some upgrades. I'm going to put some resources into the Northmen Axemen here, as it gets rid of some of the rubbish banners so I can get the better ones in later. So heavy armor, it costs them movement but gives them defense, and then to counteract the loss of movement we buy the banner of swiftness to give the movement back. So their movement is exactly where it was, they just have a permanent +1 defense. Good deal. And then up here, these characters, Anna Barbariana needs a bunch because she's actually going to be fighting a lot. Vitality isn't that important with her because she's, again, unless she gets hitting an enemy character, we don't care. So the combat ones are far more useful. So +1 to hit rolls and reroll or miss attacks. Her attacks have now basically become guaranteed. She'll hit basically everything in the game on a 2-up and then reroll any 1s that she throws. 72 gold left over. Start investing in Dolorak. It's not really that tempting. Could buy some javelins just to constantly pick at guys. The banner of swiftness is actually better for me. And missed, so I can't be shot. Or should I go all in on our Northmen? Big burly. So if I do fight an enemy character, I've got 4 wounds and are effectively guaranteed not to be assassinated, because we have died once, which was a bit embarrassing. I don't mind it. Yeah, let's invest. Hanny Barbariana is now super tough. So even more. So if you had names for dogs, this is now the time. The Greyhounds and the Nightcoats, they were their generic RNG SOVL generated names. We can do much better. And then I think it's Hannah, she benefited mostly. So what is it now? Skill 4. Once I improve that to skill 5, she'll hit most things on. It would be a 3+, and then I think what Heartseeker's +1, so 2-up, and then True Strike reroll 1. 2-ups reroll. So what's a 2-up rerolling 1s? I think it's something like 96% hit accuracy or something outrageous like that. Oh, more Northmen Raiders. Okay, we're just stuck up north the entire campaign. You know, up in Newcastle where there are a bunch of mammoths still running around. Okay, we'll put one of the weaker ones on the flanks to distract things. With this battle map, so there are a couple like this where there's a big impassable piece of terrain in the centre. I like using one unit over here just to distract their entire army while we slaughter everything on the right side. Can effectively inflict defeat into tail. And then you should be somewhere in the middle. There's actually almost too much strength over here to even make use of it all. Like so. So these can be easily killed while these are trying to drag themselves through here. That's less of a concern. I suppose I could flank them already. There you go, we got them. That was hard. Okay, these ones are going to squeeze their way through eventually. Fine. Should I throw... Ooh, I could throw Jumbo and Hannah into this immediately. As long as I deny them the charge, it'll be quite easy. I can just about get there to touch them. The issue is it's a flank charge and we're not going to be allowed to legally perform it, as you need to be able to draw a straight line from that centre there to our centre here. And there's a bit of a house in the way. So we'll do that next turn. For now, I'll just position up like this. Throw some javelins. Bizarrely, it's the skill of the mammoth that dictates how accurate your javelins are, which insinuates that it's Jumbo that's throwing the javelins around, not the guys on top. Okay, here I'm happy to use the axemen to slaughter this. They gave us the charge for free. I don't know why you're going that way. Start coming this way. Be useful somewhere. They'll charge and get out of the way momentarily. And you just distract these for us. Oh, I have a unit left, the Mamelutes. I thought I was waiting for turn end there, just never came. Going around here is somewhat pointless as they're just going to endlessly get in the way, so I'm just going to start moving forward. They'll be charged, so don't worry about their silly charge arc, it's irrelevant to us. That one, however, is relevant, so you need to be careful of the horsemen. Start positioning around. Two intercepts for 2 pack tactics. And this unit will have to flee at the end of this turn, but that's okay. Buff yourself. No, they went the wrong way. Excellent. Good time to curse standard. We're now defense 4, so we get a 3-up save. We're back to our original defense value and speed value. Back when we had a hand weapon and shield. The only thing we lack is a bit of power. So you have pack tactics, so I need to apply it to this one. So that'll be you. Here, here, here. Now, if no one is actually coming this way, I can start pushing up here. I guess the Hounds and the Horsemen can do that, so we'll direct you this direction. I don't want to shoot any javelins here. Wiggle your way through. Some of these may hold if you're a bit unlucky, so I'll twist like so to make sure I have the hit. And in case these are somehow still on, I don't know how, they have got a 3-up save, so if you're very unlucky, I suppose they could spike and save themselves. It's actually slightly difficult to get away here. I might instead rely on the old stand here, pretend to be charged, flee, and then flank the horsemen when they're in a terrible position. So I'll get out of the way of the horsemen there. They'll charge us, come forward, and I can get them in the side with no contest. Okay. Power 6, pretty good. Yeah, you see they can roll super high randomly on their saving throws. And double 1. Okay, now we have to charge them in the back. Because we don't see an insane save at that's it, they did terribly. Oh, but I did lose one. No, double 1. Vacate the field, how dare you. Here, and then we'll run the little dog unit away. It is not for you to menace our puppers. That's the easiest flank charge of my life. Well, they may try and stop me. They didn't reach. Good. Pack tactics. Guys in our own combat. Trying to come around here. I'll get you around this way. Yeah, they are sort of in the way there. I think I can just about wiggle in such a way they can't stop me though. Like that. All I have to do is twist a bit and I'm good. They are, it's worth pointing out, faster than me though, so this may be a headache. I don't think I can escape them the turn after. Let's preempt. Let's start bringing the dogs over here so I can flee them away from their bigger units. I get an easier shot later. And you can come down here. Can't reach yet. Fine. No pack tactics this turn. We're going to lose a horse or two. Oh. Hey, I'm dead wrong. Far more impressive Mamelutes do the actual damage back there. when an enemy unit is surrounded and they break, they are cut down to a man. Nowhere to run. You can be dogged or horsed as your only options. Boop, boop. Show off what Hanny can really do now. Okay, there's no pack tactics to do, so I'll just use this to force them to move. Start luring them out of position. This way, a little bit further to the side. Not that far. Up here, nice. Just get them that way. Okay, they gave up with it and gave us the flank for free. Everyone else just push through. This will be dead and broken momentarily, so we have a gap to work with the mammoths. May as well try squeezing through once this is cleaned up. Yep, 2 ups to hit, re-rolling the 1s. All those 2s are good enough now. We're power 7, so good luck saving any damage. Annie, way more potent than the ancient creature she sat on top of. Oh, they're still on the field. I would have thought they left. Fine, I'll charge them again momentarily. The dogs may turn back around, so let's give them a second to make a decision. Just get you out of the way. Good, I know where their stuff's moving. I could flank this one immediately. I don't want to do it with the hounds, as I'm liable to take damage, and I'd rather take gold. I'd be a lot better off hitting it with one of these 2 units, so I'll just get to here for now. Oh, they went this way, interesting. Okay, I'm going to have to be a bit clever then. I can stop them from charging by crisscrossing, so if this unit will be flanked. But irritatingly, they charge me first, so if I leave this unit here to be flanked, they'll charge me and I'll run. I may be able to get this to work, it's a bit of a headache. Now they rally, I'm going to de-rally you. It's a bit of a sequencing issue. I can't guarantee this goes our way. If all else fails, I guess I could just run everyone away from them. Because I could, in theory, if they charge this first, there's not a lot I can do. If they charge that first, I could move this unit to here. I can't flank this because of that irritating line of sight problem. I can't get a straight line from there to there. Okay, all I'll do is I'll just move to here. My intention is to allow these units to kind of charge around, then flee away from them. And I'll get my charge and kill them. They're going to charge us. You've got no chance. I don't intend to take that fight either. Good, they're easy to hit now. Subject to where these hounds go, but I have a mammoth here to kind of contend. Excellent, they made the wrong decision. Start rallying, come back please. Of these units, I think flanking the axemen would be the way to go. They're much meatier. I don't think I can reach those this turn even with the speedy night coats. Not that I particularly want to take a load of damage anyway. It'll come up round later. Pack tactics self. And can I get close enough to shoot them and then escape? Close would I have to get? 8.3 and then from here. No, it's not really worth it. I'll just wait over here then. This will die and then we can split them apart. The hounds can't look both ways to stop the mammoths. Somehow still on the board, okay. If I wait long enough, I might be able to stall them and see if they have their safe. Some terrible bit of positioning there. Okay, the hounds absolutely want a piece of me. Again, what I'll do is I'll allow them to charge me. Get to about here. They'll charge. I'll run off the field. They run, so we don't have to worry about them. I thought so. We'll start getting out of the woods. halves my movement, so it's going to take a bit. Literally as far as I can get. And flank around there. Because they'll charge these hounds and go the wrong way, I'm at liberty to move up here and rear charge them momentarily. That's basically it. If I'm lucky, maybe I can position this unit such if they try and run, they end up dying because they can't escape. I don't think that's how that works. They always just magically pop through. Perfectly average saving throw. Yeah, they'll just phase through beyond their maximum move speed. No interest in engaging you there. Turn and run. Whee. Now you're perfect bait. You're also not doing a great job of protecting yourself. It rallies. Get everyone out of the way to get them in. Who's better, 5 Hounds or the Blend Tech Berserkers? Well, these have, as we saw, 18 attacks versus 10, and they have equal skill, and the only advantage the Hounds have is 1 extra power, which does change the saving throw, but it doesn't equate to that many different extra attacks, so just get out the way. The Berserkers handle it. Contribute a bit more javelin fire. Could have moved forward and got all a full house there. It's good enough. It should be the final turn, as all of this is going to be engaged. I don't have 3 uses of pack tactics. Oh no. I suppose I can forego it on Hanny now because she rerolls her own attacks innately. Jumbo underneath still adores pack tactics, but these two need it more. So you use there and then you use there. Crisscross the packs. And everyone else, I don't know, stand around. Discuss northern things. I don't know, whether they close the coal mine or something. That's more like it. Broken, broken. Last but not least. She hits every time. Okay, they rolled quadruple 6. I get for a 6+ save. And then Jumbo had to pick up the slack. They work as a team on the miraculous chance the enemy rolls a... What's a quadruple 6? It's 1 in 6 to get 1, and then 1 in 36, 1 in 216, 1 in 1,296 chance, or something obscene like that. I mean, that's it. We'll basically never see it again. Okay, Hanny leveled. Random stat, attack or skill. Of those, we'll probably hit consistent enough that I don't care the stat. I mean, the best thing you can get really is attack, so I don't need anything else. Yeah, so do I want the skill for hitting or attacks? The only reason the skill would be relevant is if I came across skill 4 enemies, at which point my 4+ to hit becomes 3+ because of Heartseeker, and then 3+ rerollable. If I add 1 skill, it means I'm at least skill 5, so against skill 4, I hit them on 3, it becomes 2. I think that's a bit more consistent. As we go into the campaign now, we'll encounter skill 4 more often. I think you net more damage with the higher skill. We can get the attack later. Okay, the other pack leader. Time for a random stat. What do you get? More fantastic. Best one for a character. Here's accompanying horseman. Get their extra skill. Always good. Actually hit stuff. And the axeman. I would have liked even more unit size, honestly. I would have happily taken even more of them. But we'll make do with looter for now. Just need... They're fantastic. I just need more bodies. Max health means max gold. The Hounds obviously need a bit of healing. 13 of 14 is fine. That's a lot of gold. And then this is still a well-designed unit for what it does. Okay. Right, I think we can stop there. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, please do consider liking and subscribing. It does, of course, help out the channel and share the videos around, which I personally appreciate. Also helps out SOVL. We serve as a effective YouTube marketing team that shares the game around. I'm only aware of it because of a stray YouTube video that popped up in the feed, so the more people we can get the SOVL hooks into, the better. If you have any notes for any of the units that you want to rename, the dogs in particular, then do let me know. Or if you just want to chat with me and in the comment section, that's great too. Thank you very much. I do hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.